System Office. I see that we have our committee members present, so with that, I'll turn the call over to you, Chair Gordy, to begin the meeting.
Good afternoon. This is Regent Russell Gordy, and welcome to the Telephonic Academic and Health Affairs Committee meeting for Monday, February 3rd, 2025. For the record, the time is 2 o'clock. The meeting has been duly posted with the Secretary of State as required by open meeting laws. Please note the audio of this meeting is being broadcast live. Before we take a roll call, I'd like to remind everyone to please mute their phones unless you need to speak. Malou, let's begin with the roll call with the regents.
Thank you, Chair Gordy, and I see you're present. Regent Lee?
Present.
Thank you, Regent Foskey.
Present.
Thank you, Regent Flores.
Present.
Thank you. Do we have any other regents on the call? Moving to our system staff, Vice Chancellor Hayek.
Here.
Daniel Harper. Nelly Herrera.
Here.
Mike Winmute.
Here.
Carol Fox.
Here.
Sean Cunningham.
Here.
Ashley Spicer Runnels.
Here.
Derek Alexander.
Here.
Do we have any other system staff on the call? Great, thank you. Moving to our institutions and beginning with Lamar University.
Jaime Taylor, President, Lamar University.
Brett Welch, Lamar University.
Thank you. Sam Houston.
Elisa White.
Mike Stevenson, Provost.
Ann Gilliard, Vice Provost.
Thank you. Saul Ross.
Carlos Hernandez.
Bernie Cantens.
Thank you. Texas State.
Kelly Damphus.
Pranay Shashwat.
Eric Algo.
Thank you. Moving to LIT.
Sid Valentine and Angela Hill.
Thank you. Lamar State College Orange.
Tom Johnson and Wendy Elmore.
Thank you. And Lamar State College Port Arthur.
Betty Renard and Pam Millsap.
Thank you. Did I miss anyone? That concludes roll call. I'll go ahead and turn it to you, Chair Gordy.
Thank you. I'd also note that Dr. Hayek had a chance to brief me on the agenda items. So at this time, I'll turn the meeting over to John, who will represent the Academic and Health Affairs Committee agenda items.
Thank you, Chair Gordy, and good afternoon, everyone. Chair Gordy, I was wondering, we have a number of action items, and to expedite the process, we might want to consider, if it's okay with you, just allowing the institutions to talk about all their items as one, and then kind of taking one vote per institution, if that's okay with you, just to expedite the process.
That sounds like a great idea.
Right. So the first item, Lamar University, a new Bachelor of Arts in Education. President Taylor or Dr. Welsh?
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Hayek. Give a quick little synopsis. The proposed Bachelor of Arts in Education is a fully online non-cert degree program designed for students interested in educational theory, practice, and foundations without pursuing certification. This program positions itself to serve a distinct market through online delivery and flexible pathways, attracting working professionals seeking advancement and training development roles, but also can serve in education, but not classroom teaching, but can also serve students planning to pursue alternative certification or graduate students status studies at a later date. The program aims to demonstrate excellence in student learning and career readiness by preparing graduates for various education sector careers while expanding post-secondary credential attainment through flexible online pathways. Many of our students are not able to pursue the traditional education degree. Instead, they become alternatively certified. Until now, any baccalaureate degree can lead to alternative certification program. This new degree will give them the opportunity to obtain a degree in education as they enter into the workforce or an alternative certification program. Thank you.
The second degree program being proposed at Lamar University is a Bachelor of Science in Leadership Studies. This is essentially a redesign of our university studies, which has been used as a degree completion plan for many of our students. What we're doing is introducing a strong leadership component into this, which will then give it some breadth within the course. And the course, the program is primarily intended for students that have been at other universities and come here, such as our student athletes, and particularly community college and state college graduates. That would be individuals that have a degree in something like radiological technology or process control. They could then come in, develop their leadership skills, which would then help them move forward as either a supervisor or move on into the management area. With the leadership studies in it, we also plan on promoting this to our incoming freshman students as well. Thank you.
Chair Gordy, those are the two Lamar University items, so we can take a vote
Any
now.
questions? Do members agree to move the items to the full board? Regent Foss, Regent Lee?
I approve.
Yes.
Thank you. Next item.
Right, next three items are Sam Houston State University, Dr. White, or President White, I'm sorry, or Dr. Stevenson.
Thank you, Dr. Hayek. The first item is a degree program edition of a Master in Health Administration. The proposed 36 semester credit hour, 100% online Master of Health Administration degree blends coursework in healthcare management, policy, and business principles, providing a comprehensive education that equips graduates to navigate the complex and evolving healthcare landscape. The 10-year projection for healthcare administration target occupations in Texas stands at 16.5%, which surpasses the national average growth at 12%. The second item is a degree program edition, a Master of Science in Engineering Technology and Management. This is a proposed 33 semester credit hour hybrid Master of Science in Engineering Technology and Management, where students will develop skills for engineering technologists and technical managers and provide applied research and management experience in engineering and technical studies. The proposed degree aims to prepare graduates to design, build, test, operate, and maintain a range of systems and processes. Target occupations are expected to grow 15.3% over the next 10 years in Texas, compared to only a 9.1% growth projection nationally. The final item is an update on our international admission standards. The proposed changes to admission scores, along with new English language proficiency metrics, will expand opportunities for international undergraduate students at SHSU while maintaining the proficiency standards necessary for their success. Demonstration of English language proficiency is required only for international students who are beginning freshmen and graduating from a high school outside of the United States, if in a county whose primary mode of instruction is not English. International transfer students who attended a college or university outside the U.S., or if in a county whose primary mode of instruction is not English, and international transfer students who attended a university in the U.S. and have less than 30 transferable hours. This motion requests approval to modify the English language proficiency requirements for undergraduate international student admissions effective fall of 25. And those are our three items.
Any questions? Do committee members agree to move the item to the full board? Regent Foss, Regent Lee?
Yes, I do.
I do as well.
Thank you. Next item.
Right, next items are from Sul Ross State University, President Hernandez or Dr. Cantens.
Thank you, Dr. Hayek. The first item is a Bachelor's of Business Administration in Global Management. The BBA in Global Management is a 120-hour program that will expose students to the latest trends in business knowledge and organizational practices, both theoretical and practical, in an environment where they are encouraged to respond appropriately to dynamic and competitive the world of global business, and to embrace the tools and techniques of global management. Texas is the second largest state economy with a gross domestic product of $2.6 trillion in 2023, the fourth largest growing economy in 2023, and the number one economy in terms of new jobs created over the last 12 months. Texas leads the nation in foreign trade as well as in direct foreign investment, while being home to 54 Fortune 500 corporations. The Texas economy is a key part of the global economy and needs managers trained to work in multinational settings. In this context, it is reasonable to expect a continuous increase in demand for global management graduates due to its reputation for being a lucrative destination offering exceptional compensation packages and plenty of growth opportunities for the industry. The BBA in global management will prepare students to take a leadership position in Texas firms that are part of the global economy. Our second item, Sul Ross State University requests authorization to add a new Bachelor of Business Administration in Marketing. Marketing professionals are increasingly in demand to serve the growing Texas economy. The increase in trade with Mexico resulting from the 2020 United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement has also resulted in a greater demand for these professionals in business, especially in retailing, along the Texas borderland served by Sul Ross State University. The new BBA in marketing will prepare students for expanding the marketing job opportunities in the growing Texas economy. Texas is the leading state exporter in the United States, exporting more than $440 billion worth of goods in 2023. It is reasonable to expect a continuous increase in demand for marketing graduates due to Texas' reputation for being a lucrative destination and offering exceptional compensation packages and plenty of growth opportunities for the industry. Our third item is Sul Ross State University requests authorization for a Master's of Business Administration in Aerospace and Defense. The Master's of Business Administration in Aerospace and Defense is a 36-hour program that will provide students with the skills and knowledge needed to be managers in the aerospace and defense industry. The dynamics and structure of the global aerospace and defense industry will be covered with an emphasis on the trends that are shaping its future. Students will learn the process of government contracting, the various markets of aerospace and defense systems, and the challenges of managing in the aerospace and defense industry. Texas hosts numerous military bases and is the center of flight training operations for the United States Air Force and the United States Navy. The aerospace and defense industry is a significant part of the state's booming economy. The creation of the MBA in Aerospace and Defense will enable students at Sul Ross State University to be part of the state's future in the aerospace and defense industry, including the USAF officers stationed in Laughlin Air Force Base, located in Valverde County, only 10 miles away from our Del Rio campus. The Bureau of Labor Statistics sees employment in the aerospace and defense industry expanding by 8% annually. In Texas, it is a major industry with numerous aerospace and defense corporations having factories and other facilities in the state. In Sul Ross State University service area, Laughlin Air Force Base and Blue Origin are major employers of aerospace and defense workers. The 400 United States Air Force officers stationed in Laughlin especially will view the program as an opportunity to earn the advanced degree recommended for career advancement in the U.S. Air Force.
Is that all of it?
The fourth item is a Master's in Business Administration in Healthcare Management. The Master's of Business Administration in Healthcare Management is a 36-hour program that provides students with the skills and knowledge needed to be managers in the healthcare industry. The program is especially designed for individuals seeking career advancement by providing them with the skills needed for administrative and management positions. Students will learn about the challenges of managing in the constantly changing healthcare environment. Texas has more hospitals than any other state and the second largest healthcare workforce. Healthcare managers are in especially short supply in the border region served by Sul Ross State University. The need for healthcare managers in the Sul Ross State University region was highlighted in both the 2020 CHUMA workforce study and in the 2022 Hanover research study conducted by the Texas State University System for SRSU. The MBA in Healthcare Management will provide students with the knowledge and skills needed to expanding Texas healthcare industry. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, The average salary for a healthcare manager was $110,680 in 2023. The BLS project projects that the demand for healthcare managers will grow by 29% over the next decade. This is expected to worsen the existing shortage of healthcare managers along the Texas border region. And finally, the last item is a new Master's of Business Administration in Space Commerce. The Master's of Business Administration in Space Commerce is a 36-hour program that will provide students with the skills and knowledge they need for careers in the space economy. They will learn about the dynamics of modern space economy along with the numerous opportunities in its various segments, including communication satellites, remote sensing, launch systems, human spaceflight, robotics, sustainable space habitats, space-based solar power, and the recovery of space resources. Students will also learn about the laws and regulations that govern activities in space and the challenge of managing an enterprise in space. In April of 2024, a report by McKinsey & Company estimates that 2023 alone, space activities generated $630 billion in revenue, a figure McKinsey predicts will grow to $1.8 trillion over the next decade. Texas recently created the Texas Space Commission to build on its lead in this critical industry. Texas is the only state with 5 licensed spaceports, 2 of which are in West Texas. The creation of an MBA in space commerce will enable students to be part of the state's future in space. The Bureau of Labor Statistics sees employment in the space industry expanding by greater than 8% annually. In Texas, space commerce is a major industry with numerous space commerce corporations having factories and other facilities in the state. In Sullivan State University service area, there are 2 commercial spaceports and the Blue Origin rocket engine test facility. In Texas, only the University of Houston Clearwater offers a similar degree, an MBA in space commercialization, narrowly targeted toward engineers. By contrast, the Sullivan State University online MBA program is more broadly targeted towards managers and other members of the space workforce throughout the state and nation. Thank you.
Any questions? Do committee members agree to move the items to the full board? Regent Foss, Regent Lee?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Next item.
Great. Next 3 items are from Texas State University. President Ampus.
Thank you, John. We have 3 items here, all 3 of them being honorary doctorate recommendations. The first is for Jack Martin. Jack Martin is a thought leader in communications and politics and business. He was a top advisor to U.S. Senator Lloyd Bentsen, after he founded Public Strategies Incorporated, which grew into one of the most successful corporate advisory firms in the country. Eventually, his company was acquired by PSI, and Jack was appointed to be the global chairman and CEO of Hill and Knowlton Strategies, leading the multinational firm of over 80 offices in 44 countries. Upon stepping down from Hill Knowlton Strategies, Mr. Martin formed JPM Advisory LLC and is active in ranching, oil and gas, and entrepreneurial endeavors with his family. Both he and his wife Patsy are 4th-generation Texans. They own 2 ranches, Mallard Creek Ranch in Montague, Texas, and the historic Open Sea Ranch in Forestburg, Texas. Mr. Martin has been involved in many boards and actually served as the chair of the Texas State University System Board of Regents from 1985 to 1991. He was honored as the Texas State University Distinguished Alumni in 1990 and was inducted into the Texas Business Hall of Fame in 2023. The second honorary degree is for Mr. Taylor Sheridan, who was originally named Sheridan Taylor Gibler Jr. Mr. Sheridan was raised near Waco, grew up on a family farm, and began school here at Texas State and was a theater major until 1991. He eventually moved to Austin to begin his job search, met a talent scout who encouraged him to get into acting, and his acting credits include spots in Star Trek Enterprise, Walker, Texas Ranger, and most notably Sons of Anarchy. After 20 years of being an actor, he turned to screenwriting. He wrote the screenplays for Sicario, Hell or High Water, Wind River, and the sequel to Sicario. He's best known for his work in developing and writing Yellowstone and the many offshoots of that, 1923, 1883, and 6666, which will be a new spinoff that will be coming out this year. He also co-created the crime series Mayor of Kingstown and is the producer and writer of the series Landman, which is actually a collaboration with Texas State alumni Christian Wallace. So that's the second honorary doctorate we'd like to recommend for honoring. The third is Mrs. Natalie Parker Wiseman. Mrs. Wiseman is the co-owner, CEO, and president of KLP Construction Supply. Along with her sister, Karen Parker Rogers, she founded KLP in 2012. Today, KLP successfully services multiple state, federal, and commercial contracts totaling in millions of dollars, distributing construction materials through 5 stocking locations in Texas and in California. She's also a member of the Choctaw Nation. In 2024, Governor Greg Abbott appointed Natalie as the chairwoman of the Governor's Commission on Women. In 1988, Natalie graduated from Texas State University with honors with a Bachelor in Exercise and Sports Science. And she also competed on track and volleyball teams at NCAA level. She is also with her husband, Johnny, pledged a principal gift to the South End Zone Football Project, which is now named the Johnny and Natalie Wiseman Football Performance Center. Those are our 3 nominations for the honorary doctorates from Texas State University. Those are our only items.
Okay, any questions? Committee members agree to move the item to the full board. Regent Foss, Regent Lee.
Yes, I do.
Outstanding. Excellent nominations.
All I'd have to say is Taylor Sheridan's Landman is better than the rest of them.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Thank you. Next item.
Next 2 items are from Lamar State College Orange, President Johnson or Dr. Elmore.
I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Elmore.
Good afternoon. We'll be bringing 2 programs together for your consideration. The first will be a new program proposal for Entrepreneurship Basic Certificate, as well as an Entrepreneurship Business Management Associate of Applied Science degree. The worldwide pandemic triggered an unprecedented boom in entrepreneurship as Americans opted to start businesses at record rates. The United States Census Bureau's data reflected a notable increase in startup business activity in 2021 as the number of new employer businesses rose to a 14-year high. Then in October 2023, Americans were still filing 59% more applications to start new businesses than were before the 2020 pandemic. The proposed Entrepreneurship Basic Certificate and Associate of Applied Science degree will combine LSCO's Customer Service Certificate with additional coursework aimed at developing and improving entrepreneurial skills. Both awards will meet all requirements and guidelines for approval by the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board and the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on College. The next proposal is for Hospitality Services Certificate, Hospitality Leadership Certificate, and Hospitality Management Associate of Applied Science degrees. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that employment of hospitality service employees is projected to grow 10% from 2023 to 2033, much faster than average for all occupations. Lightcast, a leading labor market analytic firm that collects and reports data on demographic and industry trends, projects job growth of 12% in the hotel and event industry over the next 5 years. Rising travel spending patterns are expected to result in stronger demand for managers of hotels, events, and other entertainment establishments. Lodging and event managers ensure that customers have pleasant experiences at a facility or event, and they also plan, direct, and coordinate activities to ensure that the facility is efficient and profitable. These programs are designed to prepare students for a variety of positions in the hospitality, lodging, event services industry. They will foster critical thinking skills, analytical skills, and interpersonal skills as students develop broad-based knowledge regarding numerous functions within the hospitality industry, such as customer service, event coordination, food and beverage handling, and/or employee management. These programs will meet all requirements and guidelines for approval by the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, as well as Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges. Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Is that everything?
Yes.
Okay, any questions? Do committee members agree to move the item to the full board? Regent Foss, Regent Lee?
Yes, I do.
I do as well.
Thank you. Next item.
Great. Next item is 2P. This is Lamar State College, Port Arthur, President Renard or Dr. Millsap.
Good afternoon. I'm going to turn the introduction to this program over to Dr. Millsap.
Thank you, Dr. Renard. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Millsap. Lamar State College, Port Arthur seeks approval for a new Associate of Applied Science in Physical Therapy Assistant. There's ample data to support the concept that the growth in employment for physical therapy assistants is pretty steady, and with a mean wage of $64,000. And that growth is expected to continue in the double digits. This degree will prepare graduates to take the National Physical Therapy Examination and also to apply for licensure as a licensed physical therapy assistant. And currently in Southeast Texas, there is no program for physical therapy assistants, so we're seeking approval for this associate degree. Are there any questions? Thank you.
Any questions? Do committee members agree to move the item to the full board? Regent Foss, Regent Lee?
Yes, I do.
I do as well.
Thank you. Next item.
Great. The next item is an information only item, doesn't need to be voted on. This is the certified enrollment report from fall of 2024. As the chancellor reported at our last meeting, we had record enrollment this past fall with student head count up 4% to over 95,000 students. Our semester credit hours were up 5% to over 1 million, and our contact hours were up 9% to over 2.2 million. With that, Chair Gordy, we can move on to the consent agenda. And like we normally do, we'll have the institutions move through their items one by one, and then we'll just take one vote at the end for all consent items. So with that, I'll turn it over to Lamar University, President Taylor or Dr. Welsh.
Dr. Welch will take care of these.
So program name change, educational technology leadership to leadership and academic innovation. The term leadership and academic innovation aligns with Lamar University's vision to establish Lamar University as the first choice of tomorrow's leaders and career professionals. The term educational technology leadership is often shortened to ed tech, which can imply a narrow focus on technology maintenance. In contrast, leadership and academic innovation clearly emphasizes a comprehensive approach to educational leadership, highlighting the integration of cutting-edge academic strategies, teaching practices, and school management. Leadership and academic innovation enhances the program's appeal by demonstrating the department's responsiveness to items such as artificial intelligence. Thank you. And then, I'm sorry, second one. The request to reorganize College of Business, the current structure of the academic unit of the Department of Management, Marketing, and General Business will be divided into 2 academic units to provide better disciplinary alignment. The general business program requires a dedicated focus since it is a larger major with concentrations that cut across multiple disciplines from all departments. It is better situated as a separate department and not aligned with any 1 or 2 disciplines. The business law faculty will move to the new Department of General Business, being in the Department of Management, and marketing is misaligned because although business law does not have its own major, instead it has 3 law faculty teaching business law courses that are taken by majors other than management and marketing majors. Finally, our online programs have grown in the College of Business. There are a large group of course offerings with many students taking online courses that they now require a dedicated administrator who can focus on these offerings and coordinate with each of the 4 department chair course offerings and pay attention to special needs within those online programs. And those are our 2 items. Thank you.
Great. The next items are from Sam Houston State University, President White or Dr. Stevenson.
Thank you, Dr. Hayek. The first item is a certificate program addition, a graduate certificate in trauma and loss. This is a proposed 12 semester credit hour face-to-face graduate certificate in trauma and loss, and it will provide detailed and advanced instruction related to crisis and grief counseling to students pursuing master's or doctoral degrees in counselor education. In 2024, target occupations in Texas are projected to grow 24.2% compared to 19% nationally over the next decade. The next item is change in program delivery. SHSU requests to offer the Bachelor of Business Administration in Finance and the Bachelor of Business Administration in Banking and Financial Institutions via 100% online modality. Programs with online modality help students develop technical finance skills and proficiency in digital communication tools, therefore ensuring they are ready to enter today's workforce. Offering these degree programs 100% online addresses accessibility, flexibility, and career advancement needs of today's learners. Next is a change in program delivery for the Master of Science in Accounting. SHSU requests to offer the Master of Science in Accounting via 50 to 99% hybrid and 100% online modalities. The degree program provides an advanced study in accounting, along with an additional 30 semester credit hours necessary for the CPA licensure beyond the 120-hour undergraduate degree. The proposed change will provide greater opportunity for SHSU graduates and students across the state of Texas and nationally to enroll in the program. The next item, also a change in program delivery, this one for the Master of Science in Dietetics, to make it between 50 and 99% hybrid blended modality. The degree requires 36 semester credit hours of graduate level coursework and 1,000 hours of in-person internship, with graduate students attending in-person internship hours totaling approximately 30 hours per week. The change in program delivery to hybrid blended instruction will provide flexibility for students as they complete the internship hours. The next item is a degree program SIP code change. SHSU requests to change the SIP code for the Master of Business Administration degree from 52.0201.00 to 52.1399.01, reflecting a STEM designation. The next item is a degree program deletion, the Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Merchandising. SHSU requests the deletion of the Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Merchandising degree programs. The SHSU will keep the BS in Fashion Merchandising as this degree is more competitive in the Texas job market. And the final item is creating a department, the Department of Physical Therapy, as well as the Department of Physician Assistant Studies and Athletic Training. The College of Health Sciences is requesting the creation of these two new departments. The college is in a preliminary planning phase to develop two new academic programs, the Doctor of Physical Therapy and the Master of Physician Studies, to be housed within the proposed programs in the building in Conroe next to the medical school. In addition, the Master of Science in Athletic Training will be relocated to the proposed Department of Physician Assistant Studies and Athletic Training to aid in alignment with programmatic accreditation requirements. And those are our 7 items.
Dr. Stevenson. The next 4 items are from Sul Ross State University. President Hernandez or Dr. Cantens?
Thank you, Dr. Haig. I will take the first 2 items together, if that's okay. So the first item is Sul Ross State University request authorization to offer a new Embedded Associates of Arts degree in Interdisciplinary Studies and an Associates of Science degree, Embedded Associates of Science degree in Interdisciplinary Studies. The Embedded Associates degree is designed to be an off-ramp for students previously or currently enrolled in a bachelor's degree program who stop out or need to discontinue their baccalaureate education. The Embedded Associates provides another mechanism to award students a credential, even though they have not yet been able to complete a bachelor's degree. The Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board recommends that institutions review degree programs data and identify which programs students are most likely to stop out and with a higher number of semester credit hours and no degree. To meet the demand discussed above, we propose the creation of an Embedded Associates of Arts and Science in interdisciplinary study. The degree will require 60 semester credit hours, 42 core curriculum credit hours, 10 semester credit hours in required major course, and 8 semester credit hours of elective courses. Our third item, Sul Ross State University requests authorization to offer a new graduate certificate in content specialization and graduate certificate in dual credit advanced pedagogy in support of the Master of Education General with Specialization degree. The current Master's in Education General and with Specialization degree has long been in place with the intention of supporting students seeking to credential for dual credit instruction. Recently, we were contacted by Midland College to further our partnership with them in the graduate education space focused on offering a fully developed array of programming for dual credit credentials. We proposed offering a progression of credentials through to achieving the full MED. The program will be housed in and advised via the Education Department. The progression will be as follows. A graduate certificate in content specialization. The certificate would be awarded for a student who successfully completes 18 graduate hours in core subject. Second, a certificate in dual credit advanced pedagogy. The certificate would be awarded to students who successfully complete 18 hours in a core subject plus 3 hours in a new dual credit pedagogy theory course. And finally, the MED in education and specialization, the full degree is awarded with the above successful completion plus a further 9 semester credit hours of required education course. The degree is a 30-hour program. And finally, our last item is the creation of the College of Education, dissolution of the College of Education and Professional Studies, and reorganization of the Department of Criminal Justice and Homeland Security and Law Enforcement Academy. Sul Ross State University requests authorization to create the College of Education, to move the Department of Criminal Justice and Homeland Security from the College of Education and Professional Studies into the Jimmy D. Case College of Literature, Arts, and Social Sciences, and move the Law Enforcement Academy from the College of Education and Professional Studies into the Jimmy D. Case College of Literature, Arts, and Social Sciences. And those are all our items. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cantans. The next 2 items are from Lamar Institute of Technology, President Valentine or Dr. Hill.
Go ahead, Dr. Hill.
Good afternoon, everyone. LIT is requesting approval to add a level 1 certificate in our existing computer drafting technology program. This addition provides students with a credential that delivers entry-level computer drafting courses. The stackable credential will exist within the program, but it also provides students the opportunity, if interested, to enter the workforce and while they are pursuing their associate's degree. Upon the final approval of our TSUS Board of Regents, LIT will notify the Higher Ed Coordinating Board, and the certificate will become effective fall 2025. Our next award, LIT is requesting approval to add a level 1 certificate in patient care technician. The level 1 certificate in patient care technician is being created to meet the current demand for patient care technicians. This stackable credential will exist within our medical assistant program. And according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, shows that the role of patient care technician is estimated to grow by 13% in the state of Texas between now and 2033. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics projects a national median salary of $38,200 annually and a state Texas median salary of $375 annually. Upon final approval by the TSUS Board of Regents, LIT will notify the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, and the certificate will also become effective fall 2025. Thank you.
Very much, Dr. Hill. The next number of items are a number of new proposals from Lamar State College Orange, and then a number of program modifications from them as well. President Johnson or Dr. Elmore?
Hello, Dr. Hayek. I'll proceed. The first would be the new program proposal for an accounting basic certificate. Employment of accountants and auditors is projected to grow 6% from 2023 to 2033, which is faster than the average for all occupations. Over 130,000 openings exist for accountants and auditors, and they're projected each year on average over the upcoming decade. Many of these openings are expected to result from the need to replace workers who transfer to other occupations or exit the labor force, such as retire. This basic certificate is stackable, and it's designed to provide students with the accounting, computer, and business knowledge needed for entry-level accounting positions in both the private and public business sectors. Principles addressed are applicable to sole proprietorships, partnerships, and corporations, as well as service, merchandising, and manufacturing firms. The next program proposal is the Banking Basic Certificate, another stackable certificate. Financial managers work in many industries, including banks, investment firms, and insurance companies. Employment of financial managers is projected to grow 17% from 2023 to 2033, much faster than average for all occupations. Over 75,000 openings for financial managers are projected each year on average over the decade. This basic banking certificate is designed to prepare students for entry-level positions in the banking and financial services sectors. Students will learn about the frameworks of law and regulations in the banking and financial services sector while gaining a broad knowledge base of business activities. And this will stack into a previously approved banking associate of applied science. The next one is a cybersecurity basic certificate. Cybersecurity involves the protection of networks, devices, programs, and data from unauthorized access and modifications. Cybersecurity measures protect digital assets from unauthorized users. Employment of cybersecurity information security analysts is projected to grow 33% from 2023 to 2033, much faster than the average for all occupations. Over 17,000 openings for information security analysts are projected each year on average over this decade. It will provide entry-level technicians with practical and conceptual tools to navigate digital security landscapes. Students will learn how to protect networks, devices, programs, and data from unauthorized access and tampering. The next one is a data analytics certificate. Data analysts gather data, clean data, model data, and interpret data. They communicate their findings via reports, visualizations, and presentations to interested parties. Employment of data analysts is projected to grow 36% from 2023 to 2033, much faster than average for all occupations. About 20,800 openings for information security analysts are projected each year on average over this decade. This certificate will prepare students to create and or manipulate computer software programs that will generate and model data. Students will be equipped with skills to effectively present the data to end users and interested parties. The next is an insurance basic certificate. Again, it's stackable into a program that was previously approved. Insurance sales agents contact potential customers and sell one or more types of insurance. The agents explain various insurance policies and help clients choose the path that suits them. Insurance sales agents commonly sell one or more types of insurance, such as property and casualty, life, health, and long-term care. Employment of insurance sales agents is projected to grow 6% from 2023 to 2033, faster than average for all occupations. About 47,100 openings for insurance sales agents are projected each year on average over the decade. The next one is a pipe fitting certificate. The U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics reports that employment of pipe fitters is projected to grow 6% from 2023 to 2033, faster than average for all occupations. About 40,300 openings for plumbers, pipe fitters, and steam fitters are projected each year on average over the decade. Many of these openings are expected to result from the need to replace workers who transfer to different occupations or exit the labor force. Adding this pipe fitting certificate to LSCO's welding and fabrication program will enhance the skill set of graduates and equip them with essential knowledge in pipe installation, maintenance, and repair. This integration addresses the growing demand in industries such as construction, manufacturing, and energy, where proficiency in both welding and pipe fitting is crucial for ensuring the integrity and efficiency of piping systems. By providing comprehensive training that includes both welding, fabrication, and pipe fitting disciplines, the program prepares students for a wider range of job opportunities. It fosters versatility in the workforce and ultimately contributes to safer and more efficient project execution. This holistic approach not only meets industry needs, but also empowers graduates with that expertise to excel in the competitive job market. The next presentations are program modifications. So we propose to modify the Business Administration Associate of Science degree. In July 2023, the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board revised the field of study for business administration to ensure more seamless transfer options. So the revised Business Administration Associate of Science degree incorporates those changes. And a program modification for Business Management Accounting Certificate and Business Management Accounting Associate of Applied Science. These programs are being revised to provide students with the accounting, computer, and business knowledge needed for accounting positions in both the private and public sectors. Principles will be applicable to sole proprietorships, partnerships, and corporations, as well as service, merchandising, and manufacturing firms. The Business Management Accounting Certificate will be renamed to Accounting Services Certificate, and the Business Management Associate of Applied Science degree will be retitled Accounting Services Associate of Applied Science degree. The next program modification is for the Business Operations Customer Service Certificate. So its currently titled Business Operations Certificate will be revised to serve as the foundation for business-related certificates and Associate of Applied Science degrees in Insurance Services, Banking and Financial Services, and Accounting Services. This modified certificate will be renamed to a Customer Service Certificate. It will stack into each of those other certificates and degrees. The next program modification is Computer Information Systems Associate of Science degree, as well as Computer Science Associate of Science degree. Both of these degrees are transferable. They're being revised to provide better transfer alignment for students pursuing a baccalaureate degree in these fields. Program modification for the Entrepreneurship Certificate is being revised to provide greater focus on entrepreneurship training and skill development. This certificate will foster critical thinking skills, analytical skills, and interpersonal skills as students develop broad-based knowledge specific to business ownership and management. The next program modification is Information Technology Cybersecurity Certificate, Information Technology Networking Certificate, and Information Technology Software Certificate. So these awards are being revised to include updated, more relevant curriculum for these rapidly evolving fields. The Cybersecurity Specialist Certificate will be renamed to an IT Cybersecurity Certificate. The IT Support Assistant Networking Specialist Certificate will be renamed to an IT Networking Certificate. And the IT Support Assistant Software Development Certificate will be renamed to an IT Software Certificate. The next program modifications include Information Technology Support Specialist Associate of Applied Science degree, being revised to include an updated and more relevant curriculum for these rapidly evolving fields. The next program modification is Pharmacy Technician Certificate and Pharmacy Technician Associate of Applied Science. Both of these awards are being revised to include an updated and more relevant curriculum that will best prepare students for the Pharmacy Technician Certification examination, as well as meet our accreditation standards. The Registered Nursing Transition Associate of Applied Science is also being modified. It is being revised to encompass curriculum adjustments needed to align admission requirements with LSCO's new standalone Registered Nursing Associate of Applied Science degree that just launched this spring. And the last program modification is Welding Fabrication Technology Associate of Applied Science degree. And it's based on the pipe fitting certificate that was proposed earlier. We will be integrating the pipe fitting certificate into the existing Welding Fabrication Technology Associate of Applied Science degree to enhance the skill set of graduates by equipping them with the essential knowledge in pipe installation, maintenance, and repair. This integration addresses the growing demand in industries such as construction, manufacturing, and energy, where proficiency in both welding and pipe fitting is crucial for ensuring the integrity and efficiency of piping systems. That concludes all of our proposals. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Well, Dr. Elmore, I'll have to say that that is an amazing amount of work by you and your faculty and your industry partners, and an amazing job of getting through so many items so quickly as well. So thank you very much. And our final item on the agenda, the consent agenda, are just routine out-of-state, out-of-country study programs. And Chair Gordy, I think that is it for all consent items, so we can take a vote.
Chair Gordy, I think you might be muted.
Sorry about that, I was muted. Thanks to everyone for calling in. Unless there's further discussion, this concludes our telephone meeting today. I look forward to seeing everyone next week for the board meeting in Austin.
Chair Gordy, before we go, could we get a vote from the committee members on the moving the consent items forward, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, let's get our vote.
I approve.
I approve.
Excellent, thank you.
All right, sorry I got that out of order. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, well, I won't repeat what I just said, so so hope to see everybody in Austin next week.
Look forward to seeing y'all.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.